At the BAFTAs last night, it wasn't just the acting talent that took much of the attention. The frocks were out in force as well. Joining us now is the designer, Castigliano, to talk about what she saw. And Caroline, was there a trend, first of all? Could you sort of identify whether it was all off the shoulder or a certain colour or...?
No, it was extremely broad. There were an enormous amount of T-length, one-shoulder dresses, backless dresses, and then obviously some very structured dresses. So it was quite broad in what we actually saw last night.
Well, let's look at a few individuals and a few of the big names. Jessica Alba, first of all, how would you describe this creation?
I thought she was show-stopping. I thought she looked absolutely fantastic.
It'll be worth it when we see it. Here it comes. That is there. Blue, sort of Chelsea blue.
Bright blue, wonderful flowing gown, very floaty, very feminine.
Very graceful, very Hollywood in its heyday.
She really did look like a big star. I think she looked fantastic. Empire-lined, draped on her bust and under bust. I thought this was a really stunning dress.
On the wide shot, she was great because you could really see her. She sort of, that colour really stood out. And all the people who wore red blended into the red carpet. So that was obviously a bad choice, but that's a great choice.
Yes, no, I thought she looked absolutely fabulous. I loved her hair. I thought she looked really fabulous.
Well, next up is
if you're not nominated, good colour to get noticed in as well.
Yeah, very true. Here's Sandy Newton. Let's see what you noticed about her.
Well, she was wearing a Monique Luhulier, who's an American designer. Again, I thought this was a really show-stopping dress. I take your point about it disappearing slightly into the carpet, but I thought that the shaping and the styling was beautifully draped.
Very different.
Very, very glamorous.
Almost looks as though she needs a page boy behind her there to hold that frame.
Yes, it does have that slight element of being a wedding dress.
He's hiding underneath it.
I'm sure there'd have been plenty of volunteers.
Now, I haven't seen what Hayley Steinfeld, she's nominated Best Supporting Actress for True Grit. Now, young girl, I think she's, what, 13 or 14 years of age.
Mew.
Difficult for a teenager. And what do you make of what you see there?
I think that she's showing that she's got great style. I think it's a fantastic choice for a 14-year-old. Again, it's T-length, it's got the little peplum. I love the style of it. It's different and it's great. I think for a 14-year-old it looks fantastic.
I think it looks a bit granny-ish, if you don't mind me saying. Yeah,
that's quite a hard line to tread, though, when you're 14. You don't want to be too glamorous, because people say, oh, you're dressing much older than you are and it's a bit too much. And then you don't want to wear anything too young, because then you'll look out of place with all the adults.
This is all very stylish, the sort
well,
of
hopefully she'll have plenty of
and
practice in years to come.
Didn't like it.
At different award ceremonies. J.K. Rowling.
I think it's a difficult choice for her. Oh. This, I'm afraid, I thought was an absolutely dreadful
bit of snakeskin going on there.
Slithering, one of the houses.
This is by Longvine, and
good one.
I didn't like this dress at all. She looks very heavy. I thought it just did nothing for her figure at all.
I think it's quite backlessy as well, and I think in the middle of winter, in the middle of London, when it's raining and it's cold and it's miserable,
nobody wore coats though.
You have to have a certain skin colour to get away with it.
Another young face there and a young figure, Emma Watson from the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, well, she always looks fabulous. I mean, that's a Valentino dress. One shoulder, it's got this frilled effect. I'm afraid I'm not crazy about that frilled effect, are you?
Let's have a look now.
I liked that one.
Neve Campbell, just jumping ahead to Neve Campbell. The rest of the dress I think is beautiful. Yeah, and let's see what she's wearing. Here we go. Oh,
I think she was in the...
No, we have to go to Neve Campbell. Let's see. Oh, sorry I bothered.
Wardrobe malfunction, I think that's called.
I think she had that red Roberto Cavalli on. Yes. No, I think that makes her look heavy around the waist, the hips, the shaping around the bust.
But finally, for me,
the brutal BAFTA's fashion, isn't it?
The belle of the ball, just to see, was the Sky News presenter for the whole evening, for the 2 hours there that preceded the thing. Miss Charlotte Hawkins there, dressed in a Gary Neville. Suzanne Neville. Something. It was just because I was thinking of sport there. Thank you very much indeed, Caroline. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
We're going to have a look at the weather situation. Joe Wheeler with that today.